How we doing, Shay J? How we doing, Tawana, Tasha, Kim? Welcome to the call, Joshua.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thank you for joining the call.
Thank you. Thank you, Shay J and Tawana. I'm gonna make you a host too, just in case we have to let some guests in.
All right.
Yes.
Hi, this is what I'll be doing.
Joshua is from BFX, just FYI.
Oh, welcome to the call, Joshua. I said that name. I don't know who that is, but welcome.
Yeah. He has the algo actually pulled up, so we could run like actual hypotheticals and whatnot, so people could see what it is that would have been made and all that other good stuff.
All right, super excited to meet you. Your face looks familiar from the webinar. Thank you for your time this evening. All right, we're rolling in. Looks like people are getting the link. Let's give it a couple more minutes. And am I just gonna pass it over to you, David, and let you and Josh go, or go from there?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. Yes, I'm gonna pass the baton over. Let me just fill up the room. Let's see. All right. How we doing? Hey, Kim. How you doing, Kim Dallas? Welcome. All right. Let's see if we drop our location in the chat. Where's everyone calling in from today? Thank you all. Appreciate you all. Hey, CJ. How you doing? Good to see you all. Right. Trinidad, nice. Huntington Beach, okay. Hey, Dr. Ubli, what are we cooking for dinner tonight? Okay. Well, I like to respect everyone's time. A few of us have been on here for 5 minutes. See, we have 15 on here. So that's just about right. We had about 20 registered for the webinar. So I purposely did a registration just to see who's engaged, take that extra step, to click a couple boxes. And everyone that checked boxes was either interested in, the new opportunity, Forex, learning. A lot of us know Coach Max, and she's going to be, helping out all of them with their Forex part. And if you guys all know, I respect her highly in this industry. That's why I came up with the name All Pips In. That's why I'm able to navigate the markets, because of, the learnings. And as you all know, I met her through, David. And so I have nothing but great things to speak when it comes to them. And so many of you all know me by, Deanna Butler. I'm the professor. Been going in this industry now for a few years. A lot of you know me for All Pips In. And, we decided that we are going to, partner up with BFX as well. And the reason why is, looking at their program and their products, there was other deals that we were in before that we use as our premium service. So I see this as a great product to use as our premium service for individuals that's interested in, some extra Forex teaching, crypto learning. And we have Joshua on here today that's going to share some information with us about the crypto algorithm. And that's what I think is huge about this program. It makes us different and sets us aside from other programs, is that algorithm. And so that's what's inspired me. And that's why I want to share it with you all too. Also, too, I did see some of you check boxes. Some of us are opportunity goers. We like to build the business, network marketers. So we do have some residual income components. I got my man David on here, and he has Joshua here. So but David, you all know him. He's the man, the myth, the legend. Guru and marketer. Spearhead behind our project King Kong Matrix that we're still building in our infancy stages. But David did some consulting here, and so here he is. He shared the idea with me, and I said, hey, why not share it with our people? I think this is something great and exciting for us all to, share in on. So I'm not going to take up too much of our time. I'm going to pass the baton over to David. David, let me know if you want to share your screen. And Joshua, you let me know if you want to share your screens. You guys stay. And yes, Coach Mac is the GOAT, Karma. Yes, Courtney Logan is a part of the team too. That's
along with
huge.
me.
Hey, can someone please mute your background? And here's one of the other things too that I looked at. When I looked at the legal team, that's what was most important for me, because my name is important. I walk around here with integrity, and we're not just going to get into any and everything. And that's why we haven't in the past. But when I did my due diligence and some of my research, started seeing some of these names, go and do your research, Google some of these names, and you start to see there's some great things backing behind these names as well. All right. So other than that,
Yo, D,
what's up?
make both me and Joshua co-hosts,
Yes, sir.
and then stop your screen share. And I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk real quick to everyone, because I see a lot of people here that are also in King Kong Matrix. You see my background, and you know, I just want to be very clear. One of my prerequisites for even deciding to consult with BFX was that they needed to acknowledge KKM. They needed to give a non-exclusive clause inside the contract, so I knew that I could build here and not have any issues. And listen, I'm going to be honest. A lot of you have been with us, you know, Tradera, Epic. You've made a lot of money. You've learned some stuff about Forex. Everyone knows that other companies are having some issues. And I'm going to be very straightforward. Yes, Courtney is a GOAT. Max is a GOAT. Ryan is a GOAT when it comes to trading these Forex markets and when it comes to trading. However, I see the Forex market as ridiculously oversaturated at this moment. And the reason why I want to say that is because, you know, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. I trade Forex. I make money on Forex. You know, Deanna tells the story, you know, how she even got introduced, and I called the sell on GJ, and, you know, I went to sleep and she woke up and she's like, yo, I don't even know this man. I made money. And that's all well and good. But here's the state of the market as it pertains to network marketing and Forex. And I am going to be brutally honest. You guys know that I do not hold punches. The state is as such. People are tired of building, and there are only a few people who actually want to build. And if you're one of those people, we have a great comp plan and we will go through that, but I'm not going to waste Joshua's time. The reason why I am super excited about BFX is because when I saw what the algorithm could do in a bear market, I'm letting you guys know, and this is not an exaggeration, I left at least $250,000 on the table in the last 2 years by not having this algorithm just running in the background on top of everything else that I do in crypto. I don't think that the algo is going to replace what we do in King Kong. We focus on, you know, a whole bunch of small market cap coins and all this other stuff and developing projects. But once we have our big market cap coins, once we have USDT, once we have BSC, which, by the way, our legal team is finalizing the opinion letter that literally states that we could go ahead and it is and market it in the US, and it is not underneath the jurisdiction of the SEC, guys. It is going to compound everything else that we're doing and really set us up for history. And with that, Josh, I'm going to let you share the algorithm. We'll talk comp plan and everything after you're gone, because I just want people to see how ridiculous this algorithm is.
Awesome. Well, thank you all very much. I just want to do two small introductions, one of myself and one of David, who apparently needs no introduction here. But David first hit my radar, and until we met about 2 months ago, he'd never even heard my name, didn't even know that I was a human on this planet. But I knew him because I had a program with 1,000 paid members in it, and we were all doing what we do. And then he decided to announce that, you know, something to do with this little thing called Epics. And I lost half my downline in a day. People didn't even have the courtesy to say goodbye. They were just like, well, obviously we went over to David's team. So when David, showed up about 2 months ago, I knew that he was the real deal, and mad respect, tremendous respect, and everybody speaks very highly of you. And it's great to have an opportunity to work with you. Just a real quick story for everyone. I am a programmer. I've been programming for most of my life. My dad was a programmer. My grandfather was a programmer. I know people find that hard to believe, but my grandfather was actually part of the team at IBM who built the original 8086 processor. Pretty much just a whole family of nerds. Back in 2013, and even before that, my team and I had a lot of crypto. And I'm not going to go through the sad story, but suffice it to say that if I had access to all of the crypto that I've lost in exchanges and other places, this would be like an Oprah Winfrey show, and I'd be handing out cars to everybody. You'd get a car, David would get a truck, everybody would get something. And so I've dedicated at least part-time, if not full-time work in the last 10 years, which is a very long time, chasing the Holy Grail to learn how to earn back some of my crypto, to learn how to effectively understand the markets. And I think there's two things that I'm most excited about here. Number one is the educational team, because we don't know what we don't know. And the real way to personal growth and the real way to break out freedom for ourselves and our family is only through education. But it's also the resources, right? Education is wonderful, but you still need those resources. And I believe that this algorithm is one of those resources. It is an additional product that is available through BFX, but I want to just quickly share a little bit of the stats of what is possible here, and then I can answer any questions in specific that David has. But first and foremost, disclaimers are important. Heard that mentioned already. Our team has more attorneys than I can count. I'm a pretty good counter. I can count up to 5. I think we have 5, maybe 6 different firms. We have multiple network marketing attorneys, all big names people would know. And then we have SEC attorneys. It's a whole thing. So we have a lot of disclosures here, a lot of disclaimers, and I would encourage everyone to educate themselves and really understand the risks that are involved so that you can make the right decisions. But let's go back to when this algorithm actually started. Unfortunately, I'm not smart enough. I did not invent the algorithm. The algorithm was invented by a gentleman who actually ran a hedge fund. And the guy is no joke. He is very famous in certain circles. We purchased this algorithm for 7 figures. And he started trading with this algorithm April 1st, 2018. And just because he was bored, he started trading 100 Bitcoin at a time. If you had known him, if you were his neighbor, and he'd got you in and he'd let you kind of buy in, and you had just decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to do the algo. Just want to buy 1 Bitcoin. Well, you could have done that for around 7 grand. And fast forward to today's date, that 1 Bitcoin, if you hadn't traded it, just long-term buy and hold, would be around $20,000, which is a 5-year growth of 176%, probably a little more, 200%, because it's gone up a little bit. And that would be good. I mean, I know that if I had anything in my portfolio that was up 200%, and I called my mom or my dad or any of my grandparents, and I said, hey, I'm up 200% in my portfolio on this asset, I know they'd be really proud of me. Well, let me show you what might have happened if you had actually known this guy and actually decided to trade with him on the algorithm when he went live April 1st, 2018. And let's just say that you had put up 10,000 USDT with just mostly straight trading, maybe a little bit of compounding, which I'll explain the difference here in a minute. That 10,000 USDT would be well over $357,000 today. And that's just mostly simple compounding. This is the 5-year growth pattern. Now, there are a lot of assumptions made here. Number one, if you believe in cryptocurrency, if you believe that cryptocurrency has a future, then this is definitely something for you to look at. Otherwise, maybe not. So again, take all of those things into account. But for me, when I saw these numbers, I was very skeptical, and I don't mind. I know that David said we'd have some real sharp people on these calls. And I'm more than happy to do a reasonable number of private one-on-ones or smaller group calls as needed to kind of get into the nitty-gritty. And I'll show some of it here on this call as well. You know, trust but verify is a phrase that I heard when I was a kid. You know, I think everybody's got something shiny that they will tell you will promise you the sun and the moon, but at the end of the day, they can't even really show you a rock, right? So, but this is real, this is different, and we've spent millions to be able to get to this point. Here's just kind of a rough simple return on Bitcoin trading for 2018, about 71%. We were only trading about 9 months out of that year, about 100% in 2019, about 140% on 2020, 130, 140% 2021. And I break down month by month here, which I think is really important because I want all of you to know that there are months when, if you're trading with this algo, that it will lose. August, we lost 4%. November, we lost 8%. This April, 2022, we lost 1%. This June, we lost 2%. This August, we lost 11%. And I want to tell you, I've got people that I trade with, and they were freaking out. And I'm just telling you that if your account value going up or down 10, 15, 20% or more is going to cause you panic or pain, there are other ways to make money here that where you risk virtually nothing by simply referring the education and product packages that we offer. That might be a better fit for you, where you can do both. But I like to show this because I'm just a straight shooter. One of the deals that I made with this company when I agreed to come on board as a programmer is that I'd be able to say whatever I felt was the most truthful thing that I could say. They said that that's what they expected. And so hopefully everyone can appreciate that. I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. I just want you to understand the ups and the downs. Nevertheless, I would say we did pretty good, up about 75% for the year, but that's not all. Let's actually dive in now and, you know, kind of take a peek at the actual algorithm itself. So this is it. Hopefully everybody can see this right here.
Josh,
yeah.
I need to just stop and tell people, listen, really pay attention to what you're about to see, because when you see the compound effect, it's going to be ridiculous. And Josh, I know that you say that the hedge fund started with 100 Bitcoin. What did it turn into? And I want people to hear what it turned into.
8 or 9 figures. I'd have to actually pull it because I want to be specific, but it's a huge number. And I can hopefully send you a screenshot of what that number is, but I want to say it was somewhere over 100 million. I mean, it was just astronomical, because again, you know, he started with almost $1 million, you know, $700,000. And so if you take $700,000 and you start growing it with those numbers, it's just ridiculous.
Listen, guys, I just want to be honest. I've been in crypto now since about 2018. I've lost a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Back when the high yield income programs were there, you know, there was a point in time that I was making 30 Bitcoin a day, okay? And I sold it all to pay bills. And it makes me sick to my stomach, because had I known about this, y'all wouldn't know me. Like I'm being real honest. Deanna wouldn't know me because she wouldn't be able to find me. So you know, I'm just keeping it real funky. Like, this thing is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm sorry, Josh. I'm going to interrupt you every so often, man.
No, yeah, absolutely. All right, so let me just kind of show everyone this algo, and I'm going to bring up a couple of key things. Number one, the time frame that we're looking at right now is January 1 of 2022 to December 31st of 2022. That's the time frame. We're on 30-minute candles. The core algorithm runs on 3-hour time frames, but our money management control system runs on 30-minute intervals. So hopefully that gives a little bit of insight in terms of the frequency. This year so far, we've had 150 closed trades, and we are we're in October, so we've had 9 times, so we've had 270 days. So we trade about once every other day. Is a pretty good, you know, just so you have an idea. You're not going to get a trade every hour. You're going to get one about every other day. This year, the number of times we were profitable is 4 out of 10 times. So you do have 6 losses in 10, but hopefully the wins are of a greater percentage than what the losses are. The max drawdown, I tell people, is for this year, it's under 15%. And right now it's actually at around 11.58%, but I just tell people it's under 11%. And that usually is a pretty good number. The other thing that I want to highlight here is the net profit. This year is around 83%. It's been been a week or so since I updated that PowerPoint. So right now we're at about 83%, and that number will go up or down. I was on a webinar a few days ago. We were at 84, 85%. And then somebody asked me, well, why did that number change? Well, it changed because it's always going to change anytime I demo, because if a day or two has gone by and a trade has happened, because that trade will either be up or down. The most recent trade popped in, but then exited for a small loss, which is, again, unfortunately going to happen, but it's kind of part of it. Now, with all of that said, you can just kind of look, I'm just going to kind of scroll through here. We typically will enter and the algorithm will indicate an exit. Occasionally, we will enter and then we will exit with what we call a profit locker, which we'll get into the nuance of that in class. For those of you that are interested, for those of you that don't care, you can just set this up and let it trade for you, which is an important thing to mention, that the way this works is you put crypto in your own exchange. We don't have access to it. And we recommend Binance.us or Binance.com. So you always keep your crypto in your own exchange. And you just set up the API keys and our system can help you trade it. And we have an opinion letter here in the US for Bitcoin that because it is spot trading and there's no leverage, that it is compliant here in the US. So I think that's a really important point. You don't have to use any VPNs. You're not having to, you're not having to wear a mask when you log into your computer and hide. I mean, it's all straight up legit. But you'll notice that there's a couple of times here where there's what we call a profit locker, red zone entries. We do cover all of that in some of our training, which is optional. A lot of people don't have time for that, and that's cool too. But just to let everyone know, we're okay to explain why the algorithm took a particular trade and why it didn't. Give you an example. Big questions I've been answering this week is why we didn't take a trade here, why we didn't take a trade here, and why we didn't initially take a trade here. We'll answer that in our next training class. Some of you might find that interesting, but let's just keep the momentum here. This is for 2022, but let's take a look at what happens for 2021, right? So I'm going to change this to 2021. And I think this is a really important time to just kind of take a pause and let's look very carefully at these numbers. Last year, 2021, we were at 150%. Now, this is really important. We all know last year was a bull market, and not to be crass, but you could have pretty much closed your eyes and thrown a dart at a computer screen and just picked any asset and purchased it, and you probably could have made money. Okay. Anybody who says they made money in 2021 doesn't make them a genius, just means they were in the market. I mean, it was a bull market. Everything was going up. This year, not so much. This is a bear market, 2022. Bitcoin started the year at $46,000. So if you'd have been in buy and hold, your $46,000 for one BTC would now be about $20,000. But that's not what we find here, right? We were up 80% for this year. And for last year, we were up 150%. So let's look at these two together. And I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this concept with all of you. So 2021 to 2022 year to date, you're up 234%. And that's what we call simple returns. So every time you trade, you put in, let's say $1,000, it goes up 3%. So you make $30. So now you have $1,030. You're done. You wait for the next signal, and your setup automatically goes in and buys another $1,000 worth. That's what you call simple trading. So up or down, whether the previous trade won or lost, you're always doing a trade for the exact same size of like $1,000. Well, that's called simple trading, and simple trading can be a great option for some people. But I remember when I was a kid, my grandma, my dad, all the adults in my life told me that I needed to invest in my future, and I didn't understand what they meant. I really didn't. And I'm sure they tried to explain it to me, but I was a teenager. Maybe some of you can remember being a teenager, and when you're a teenager, you just know everything. I have a teenage daughter, and she knows everything. But the one thing that I know my grandma and my dad were trying to tell me is to start investing early so that you could get the compounding effect. What is the compounding effect? Well, the compounding effect is where instead of just putting in $1,000 and then you trade, the trade goes up to you win $30, you make $30. Now you're going to do the next trade for just 1,000. Compound trading is if your account value goes up $30, you're now executing the next trade with your original principal plus your trade gain. So in this case, $1,030, right? And vice versa. If you start with $1,000, you lose $30. Now you're going into your next trade with a little bit less. So this compounding effect is something that they tried to tell me about, but I didn't want to listen when I was a teenager. Fortunately, now I'm very old. I have a teenage daughter, and I know she doesn't listen to me, but that's okay because I'm trying to make better decisions for her. And I want to show everyone what happens when you just let it compound, right? When you just let it compound, when you let your trade go and win or lose, up or down, you let it go, that 200 and something percent becomes 700%. So if you had put in 10,000 at the start of this last year, January 1, 2021, your account value would be up 71,000 in profit for a total of $81,000. And your drawdown would still be under 25% at around 20%. That's a really important number because every class I do, everything we do, we talk about drawdown, we talk about risk to reward. I think anybody who's not talking about those things is not doing right by the public. So I always try to talk about it extra. But with this kind of drawdown, it's only because you're doing spot trading. There's no leverage involved, and yet you can have the potential here of outsized returns. So David, I mean, this is what keeps me excited. The company is always innovating. This is the current version that is going to be available at the time of launch. The company is back testing and forward testing, new versions on different assets for the future, depending on what country people are in. So really strong tech stack for this company and a lot of future potential. But for now, I'm very confident that what we have is very powerful. So back over to you.
Yeah. Listen, guys, and really quick, Josh, I just want to show them from go back to the settings for the tester, and let's go back to if they started on let's go back 5 years.
Can't go. That's right. Yeah, can't go back. And here's why, but let me explain why. I think it's really important for everyone to understand. 30-minute candles. I can only go back to right around January of 2021.
Got you. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I want to be so honest with you right now. When I take a look at what this is, a lot of you know, because a lot of you were part of KingCom Matrix when we started. You know, we're still going to deliver everything there. We're still going aggressively in KingCom Matrix. That's never going to change. I'm going to let you know that every single person that joins me, like on this project, I will personally be going into and go creating a coupon for them to join King Kong Matrix, so they could also get the smaller market cap coins as well. You might want to do that too. But when I see, just like we made a choice, and I want to be clear, we made a choice to pivot to a stable coin because of the way that the market was going and because it made a lot of good financial sense. And as much as I see where Bitcoin is right now, and as much as I know where it's going to go, I don't foresee, if we hit a bull run, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Like, because this didn't perform through the bull run. But this to me is one of those things, and this is what got me excited. And for my networkers, just hear me. The reason why I got excited is because I can take these numbers, I can sit there and show it to people who are not networkers, and I could show them how to get set up in crypto and let it run in the background without them needing to know how to get their MetaMask set up, without them needing to know how to add in another network, without them needing to know the difference between, Ethereum or Binance or Dogechain or any of the other chains that we deal with, and just let it run in the background. And for me, I can't speak for anyone else. If there wasn't an opportunity attached to this, I would still want this software just for me. And that's probably the most exciting thing. Because for me, I'd be like, I'm going to throw one Bitcoin in here, one Bitcoin worth of value. Now, it does need to be USDT, right, Josh?
Yes.
Okay, so USDT, and I don't know about Bybit, but Binance US, KuCoin, all of those are ready to go right now, Dan. Literally, guys, when I took a look and when I took a look at the numbers, it made so much sense to me, because when I was dollar cost averaging crypto through the Tradera days, through the Epic days, through all of that, if I had just had this algorithm, I guarantee you it would have been 8 figures by now, because I know how much I was buying. I was buying 10, 20 grand a month. So, if I just had this running in the background, and I really want you guys to hear this, it would be high 7, low 8 figures right now. And the fact that I'm not sitting at low 8, to me, is disgusting. Because, Josh, you knew me, I didn't know you. You should have found me, bro. Like, I'm not sure if we're friends, man.
Yeah, I know, but here, this is the thing. We only purchased this 9 months ago, right? It's
I'm not disclosed to say the amount, but I will say it was a 7-figure purchase.
Yeah, and I'm telling everyone, this is a level of market intelligence that you can't find anywhere else. And this is just one of the tools, right? I mean, have you told them about the app? I mean, I don't know how much time we have, but app.
I don't want to confuse people.
I got you.
This is the thing, like guys, this is the flagship. We're all interested in crypto, and I sit there and I tell people, listen, if you want to sit there and you want to do Forex, if you want to know what they're doing there, if you want to get into the training, if you want to use their app and more power to you, right? But I like to stay in my lane, and here's the difference. I'm going to say something, and some of you might not like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to be so brutally honest. I don't particularly like Forex MLMs. I think they are easy to build, but I don't particularly like them. And here's why. Most of them focus on education, just like this one does. Yes, it gives signals and all that other stuff. But for those of you that have been in college, let me ask you a question. Was your plan to stay in college forever?
No. That's why I always
Right?
say Forex, Forex companies is
Right? Like,
US
and that's how straight up honest I'm going to be. The plan isn't to stay in school forever. The only people that stay in school forever are teachers. The plan is to actually learn and then go do. And so while I love Forex, and while I love coding for Forex, and while I, love trading Forex, and while I love getting on live sessions, and while I love calling up Coach Max when I need to get fixed, and I've done that, guys. And this is one of the things that I tell people all the time. I have no ego. I have zero ego when it comes to making money. I've called up Max before, and everyone knows that's my homie, but I've called her up and I needed to tell her straight up, like broken, saying, sis, I forgot how to read the charts. I need a refresher. Like, I'm doing stupid stuff. Refresh me. And she's like, no problem, bro. I got you. And within an hour, I'm fixed and I'm making money again. But that's just a quick professional development course. That's something that if you were a teacher, you spend $100 on, you go to for a weekend, but you're not in college all over again. That's why I don't like Forex MLMs, because it's creating a dependency and an unrealistic expectation to be in school for the rest of your life in order for you to sit there and reap the benefits. That's why I don't like Forex MLMs. Now, with that being said, I will say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, in the Forex MLM space, I have not found a better teacher than Coach Max, period, hands down. So for those that actually want to learn, I do think that this is going to be the right place to come and learn. What I like about the algorithm is you're paying for access to an algorithm. You're paying for access to software that goes out and does the work for you. And the difference is, whereas people might not plan on going to college for the rest of their lives, people that go to a job and have a 401k, guess what? They already have their money in algorithms for the rest of their lives. It's already happening. It just doesn't perform like this. It just doesn't perform like this. So the reason why, and we could talk about Forex, we could do all that, and listen, we could do that until the cows come home, honestly. But for the movers, for the hustlers, for the shakers, there are only three types of people that are going to see this. And this is the way that I take it. And I'm going to be real straightforward with you. You're going to see it, you're going to see the price, and you're going to see that you probably need a few grand in order for it to make a difference in your life, and you're going to need to let it sit, and you're going to say, I'm out. Okay? If that's you, great. God bless you. Wish you nothing but the best. If you decide to build and make the money in order to put it into the algorithm, great. Then they're going to be the people that say, David, D, Dan, Wesley, all the goats that are on this call right now, I don't want to build, but I want to make the money. Great. Put your money in this and let it build in the background. Take the money that you're making from the King Kong alerts, put it in this and let it compound. Take the money that you're making from King Kong, throw it in this, let it compound. Right? Do that. Then there's going to be the builders. And for the builders, I am going to say something that I have never, ever, ever said before in my almost 24 years in MLM. I do not care about building a team here. I care about getting customers. This is a fundamental shift. I was literally on the phone with Deanna today, and I'm like, all the apartment complexes around my apartment, if you have a 2-3 bedroom, you're paying anywhere from $3 to $5, maybe $6 grand a month over here. and you have decent money, guess what I am going to be telling you? I'm not going to try to sell you on the opportunity. I'm not going to try to tell you to do this. I'm going to tell you, listen, all I want you to do is throw some money. I will help you set up your Binance account. I will help you set up your KuCoin account. Buy it for a year, let it run, call me at the end of the year. Just like you would any other financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor, but treat it like that. Don't call me for a year. Let it do its work. And if you like what you see and you want to tell someone, guess what? Put me on the phone. I'll sell it. I'll let me be almost like an insurance agent. You love your insurance? Great. Call me up when you want to make a referral. Don't try to do it yourself. Because the truth of the matter is, and for everyone that's ever built with me, I want you to hear this. I'm being so truthful. I'm like pulling back the veil. The truth of the matter is everyone wants to make the big money from an MLM. The reality is most people don't have it within them. Most people do not have the drive in order to go and make it happen. And as much as I love my team, I can tell you, for every builder that you have on your team, you have another headache. The only reason why we sit there and we tolerate them is because they bring more volume. And so we might need to sit there and listen to them complain and listen to them whine about why it is they should have gotten a power leg, why it is that we should give them more spillover, why it is that we should run another promo for them, why excuse after excuse after excuse. But we tolerate it only because they're driving volume. Here, I could find, and this is what I'm doing. I cannot tell you how to build if you decide to build this. I am finding 20 to 50 salespeople. Notice I'm not saying builders, teams. No, I'm finding salespeople, and we're going to go sell the bejesus out of this. That's what we're going to do. And the customer is going to like it. And this way, when I call up the phone and I'm talking with D, or I'm talking with Wesley, or I'm talking with Dan, or when I'm talking with, I see Inevitable, when I'm talking with Malika or Lady T or Latasha or Shay J, when I'm talking with Tawana, guess who I'm talking with? An actual leader, an actual salesperson. And they're just like, David, how do I make more sales? Not how do I keep my team happy? The way you keep your team happy has always been making more sales. And us people that have earned 10K or more a month from this industry, we know that. This is the one time that all the tire kickers, you don't need to listen to all their excuses because the product speaks for itself. That's why I'm excited. That's almost why I don't even want to show you the comp plan because the comp plan is sick. But it's like I almost don't want to, because if you're like, well, I want to know exactly how much I'm going to pay, but you're not just like, yo, let's just sell it. Whatever I make, and I'll throw it into this and do it, then you don't even get it. That's how powerful it is. But I'll show you the comp plan. Because he's like, so let's see it. Let's see it. You know what, D? I actually got to find the
Do you need me to share my screen,
yeah.
the presentation?
Yeah. Share your screen. Here
we go.
And just go to legal team real quick, just so they could see. Guys, I've never seen this. I can tell you wholeheartedly, this company has already dumped over $4 million before they even launch into the project. And a lot of it has been spent on legal. This is how come I got excited about it when I saw it. Obviously, it came from Max, which also excited me. That's how come I even listened. And when I saw Courtney on it, and I know Courtney is the straightest arrow that I have ever found in this MLM space, it's ridiculous. Pricing, I want to get just to the price real quick. You're gonna make me find it just so I could move faster.
Okay. Which slide is at the end?
No, I'm just gonna pull it up on my computer so that I could share and
Yeah, I don't know why
and
mine's moving
just
slow. It's like buffering still.
yeah. Stop your share.
All right, go ahead. You're good.
Guys, so let's get into the comp plan. Obviously, you know, if you don't sell anything, you don't make any money, right? That's a disclaimer. You know, so I'm just gonna say that. Let's see. Boom. No, I don't even want to see that. Okay. 150 is the startup, $60 a month. That gets you access just to the training. But then the extra, and by the way, I just got off the phone with them earlier today, and we're finding out how to offer an annual plan, because what I am very, very big on is if you're getting customers, you don't want to get a customer today and then need to go ahead and re-sign up that customer tomorrow. It doesn't make sense to sign up a customer every single month for something that they should be taking a look at long term. If you're going to want the algorithm for a year, it's going to be $9.99. Now this one, they have Forex and crypto algorithms. You can run up to all of them. I think it's up to 4 accounts. That's more for international markets. So, but for the US, it's going to be about $9.99. I think all in, it would be just shy of $2,000 for the year in order to go ahead and do this. But these are the big numbers, and I want you to see this. Actually, why can't I see my page order? No, why do I have a search? Oh, let me get out of this. There we go. Let's go back to that 150 real quick. 3 and free, you know, normal stuff. You can see that. And it was modeled after Epic, after Tradera. However, I will tell you, these numbers are going to have an up to. You are seeing this very early because the way the comp plan is built out, it will only pay out 65% on the front end. So it's up to $49.25 monthly when you have 200, 200, 100. But this will go ahead and continue to be a working document so it reflects exactly what's going on. This is very, very simple. If you want the document, if you want a screenshot, you know, take the screenshot. This is what it is real quick. But what I am excited about is these packages, 20% fast start. So $60 on the 300, that's 3 months, 200 on the 900, 500 on the 2,500. But then these coded bonuses, if you've ever dealt with the code, you know how much you can make. I could dive into this comp plan really, really deep, and I will after launch, after we have the final document. But for those people that decide to go ahead and make a lot of sales, like for instance, I brought Dee in. So if I'm here, if I am a director and Deanna makes $100,000 from the sale of the algorithm, guess what I'm going to make? An extra $12,000. If Deanna is down here, she's at 8%, and someone comes in and the code is 2%, and I'm all the way up here at 20%. When this person sells the package and they make, let's say they make 10 grand, cool. They sell 10 grand, cool. They make 200. Deanna makes the 800. I make the leftover, the 1,000. So it rolls up. And this is very, very big. The other big thing is the check match. And the check match and the percentage of the check match is just absolutely ridiculous. So lots of money for people that want to sell. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because really the big takeaway, and I'm going to stop the share right now. The big takeaway is the strength of the algorithm. For those of you that are like, I want to build, I want to build, I want to build. We could have a separate call where we delve into the comp plan and break it down and all that other good stuff and da-da-da-da-da. I am letting everyone know, and I'm putting everyone on alert. I am not shifting all my focus. I am still all KKM, okay? I'm just adding this in because I see that it helps and it supplements what we are already doing, and it's going to help us do what the goal was in the long term anyway, which is to have massive crypto portfolios. Okay. And you know, I was actually joking with Max today. And you know, everyone knows I love that God Did song by DJ Khaled with Hov. Let me rephrase. I love Hov's verse. And you know, and I hit her up like Lisiaga did. How many people call cryptos like Lisiaga did? How many double up like Lisiaga did? How many survived the bear market like Lisiaga did? Is your portfolio even Lisiaga big? No worries. Hakuna Matata, kids. Like, you know, like I was on some other, like, some other stuff because, you know, it was, I'm just like, we've survived so much of this bear market, right? So much of the bear market because of some of the calls that we gave. But and I'm just being honest, if I had taken, and I don't want to speak exact figures, but if I had taken the 6 figures that I made from Chronos, or the 6 figures that I made from Smart Finance, or the 6 figures that, you know, I made from what's the other one, Thor or Gallo, and I threw it into this guy's, I probably would have never started King Kong Matrix. Why? I wouldn't be talking to you about anything MLM related ever again. Why? The goal is, and I want you to hear me and hear me sincerely, because I've been saying this now for years. The goal of building a business, the goal of building a legacy, the goal of building an empire, the goal of MLM is to make enough money to retire, never need to pick up the phone again, and you could disappear. That's the goal. Like, listen, I love the parties, I love the yacht trips, I love the private vacations, I love all that. Like, I do. You know, I love speaking on stage, and you know, I love rubbing shoulders with my teammates. I do. But the goal is to have enough money that you don't need to do that. You only do it if you love it. And with this algorithm and the way that it's performed, you know, because the figures I heard from the 600K, you know, the 100 Bitcoin, it was over 20 million, guys. I'm just going to let you know that. Okay. And I'm just like, we can change the trajectory. I can't tell everyone else what to do with their money, but I can tell you what I'm doing with mine. And this is me being real straightforward. This way, no one needs to ask what David is doing. And you guys know me as being no nonsense and just being real straightforward. Am I going to build this? Yes. Am I going to put in a bunch of people? Yes. Is it going to be primarily customers? Absolutely. Am I going to go ahead and give King Kong Matrix as a bonus to those that sign up with me? Absolutely. Because, you know, I want them to get the extra education on crypto if they want to. Am I still calling out for King Kong Matrix every single month? Absolutely. That will not change. And then last but not least, I will probably end up getting that 2,500 pack. And here's why. I want 4 licenses of this crypto software specifically, 1 for me, for my retirement, 1 for each of my kids' college funds. That's what I am doing. And, you know, that just me being so transparent, no BS, like just me being real, like down to earth with you guys. A lot of you have rocked with me for a long time. So, you know, I'm not going to get on here and just fake what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's the truth, because I haven't seen anything like this. I've seen things that tout it, that say it, but I've never seen, in my history of MLM and in my history of dealing with Forex and crypto, I've never seen a company that has the data to show live trading for an extended period of time and say, no, like we could tell you these hypotheticals are right because we have all the data from the hedge fund. And that's how come I'm excited. So that being said, guys, I know this might be hitting some of y'all like a ton of bricks right now, but you know, I want to make sure that that we open up for Q&A and all that other good stuff. D, right? Are we doing Q&A, D?
Yes, yes, we are. We'd like to open it up now. Well, thank you, Joshua. Thank you, David. Appreciate you all sharing that information. I would like to open up the floor to anyone that may have any questions. I know I wrote down some things, still formulating some questions, but I'd like to welcome all of you onto the call that showed up a little late. Welcome, Wesley, Dan, Camille, CJ. Nice to see you all. Does anyone have any questions this evening for Joshua, for David, for myself? Okay, is anyone ready to get started this evening?
Listen, guys, we're not live yet, so it's not like you're paying today.
You're not paying anything. It's just go ahead, David. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pre-launch right now. I think the official launch date is October 29th. So people are getting positioned. We actually have a waiting list that was kind of my brainchild. So if you guys remember Clubhouse and how everyone was wanted the invite code so they could get in early, like that's very similar to what we're doing here. So the app, we're just waiting for it to be the latest update to be approved on the iOS and Google Play. And then literally you could hopscotch up how early you could get in based on if you're tweeting and how many people you invite to share the app and all that other good stuff. But full disclosure, because I know a lot of you know Max too. Max is all in on this. Ryan is all in on this. I am all in on this. You know, people used to call us the Three Musketeers and the Three Amigos. So, you know, we're all running the play together, and I just want that to be known. So there's no one's going to be hit with an okie doke. That's me being real transparent on it.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I rock with you, Dave. Put me on the list, Jack.
Oh,
I got. Wesley, listen, I got you, man. And I'm sorry I didn't call you yesterday. So much has happened. By the way, guys, for those of you that, and you guys know me, so I'm just going to be honest, and I know this is going to be recorded, but somehow, some way, my son got ringworm and passed it on to me. And somehow, some way, my daughter got sick and passed it on to me, to the point that Deanna called me the other day. And her first words when she heard my voice was, I need you to get some tea. So, you know, if I'm moving slower, guys, it's because I've been tending to my health. And, but definitely, Wesley, I got you. And actually, I'm going to call you once we're done here. And I turned down my AC because I'm burning in this hoodie right now.
Okay. So what I will do is, hold on one second. Okay, yeah, so what I will do in 1 second is I'm going to, if anyone wants the link and stuff, I'm going to end the presentation here and hop on Crypto Night. And yeah, sorry, I just got distracted. Yeah, I'm hopped on. I'm going to go into my Telegram. And if you want a link, we'll go from there. I have the link ready. So pretty much, I'm gonna go. This is how we're gonna do it. Just to be honest, you know, if you're just customers, we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you in the link. But builders, you know, you will get VIP access if you actually want to build. Now, here's the thing, y'all. This is an opportunity. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I going to be a true builder? All right. Wesley, I already know he's a true builder. Okay. But the rest, you know, I know some of us get excited. We see the opportunity and we're excited for a week and then we tap out. Right. But if this is something that you're really going to do and share it and build it and help others and create and this and that, then I will get you that VIP access. Everyone else, though, will get you the link so we can get in and we can, you know, you can start getting, you know, access to the product. But here's the thing. You're not getting a VIP link unless you have a list of 10 people that you want to get on a webinar tomorrow, because that lets us know that you're ready. Today we had 30. David told me to start a webinar, we got 30. Here's the thing, I just don't want to waste your time or my time. And so that's for the builders, but for the customers, we got the algorithms for you. We got, Forex for you. We got all of that stuff. But for us that are really serious and want to build something and help others, then we're going to mastermind and get together and push that. Okay. And so I'll be getting with David, other leaders, Wesley, Shay J. Go ahead.
D, I'm going to put this on you. I want you to personally call up Kill Zero, show him this, and have a conversation with him.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And guys, like this is me being honest. I'm gonna be so transparent, guys. I don't care whether or not you build, and I want you to hear me say this. And this is, I care that you actually get on the algorithm because I'm putting my own money in it. Like the way I'm approaching this is my youngest daughter is 5. My other kids are 14 and 16. So for my retirement, I'm going to throw 1 BTC in it. For my oldest kid, I'm throwing 1 BTC in for his college. For my second kid, I'm throwing in half a BTC because he'll have more time. And for my youngest daughter, I'm throwing in 0.1. Like, so yes, I'm going to toss a whole bunch of money. I'm not keeping that. But if I didn't have that money, and I was a builder, I'd say make the money, throw it in, and treat it like that. Just like I had this, Max actually told me this. She's like, the way she trades is she will have multiple accounts. One account will be her house account. So she trades to make her house bills. Then she has her vacation account. Then she has her this account. So she treats her Forex accounts almost like bank accounts for different purposes. And so, I would almost treat this the same way, guys. That being said, I don't want to belabor the point unless there are any other questions. But if you do have questions, let me know. Oh, we will have bonuses, by the way, for those that do sign up when we go live. But we're finalizing it. I don't want to say too much with Josh on the line, but we will have bonuses, team bonuses that are incredibly valuable. Like I can tell you, one of them right now sells at $100 a month, and everyone that joins the team is going to get it for free. And it's an extra Forex algorithm that's doing incredibly well. I'm actually up 40% in the last 12 trading days, just FYI. So, that will be a free bonus for everyone that decides to join us in BFX. So you guys know I always like providing value. And for the builders, yes, you can give that to everyone that joins you too. Yeah, D wanted to know that.
Cool. Yeah, so for the builders also too, did you let them know that for our group specifically, that they'll have access to Pip Juice? Did you let them know that?
That's the algorithm.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that. My bad.
Yeah.
Questions and texting.
Yeah. So guys, any other questions? Dan, I don't know about Bybit, but I will figure it out. But I will go ahead and say, KuCoin. I love KuCoin. You guys know I love KuCoin because they're no KYC and they allow you to withdraw 1 BTC a day with no KYC. I love KuCoin for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, in order, really? Even to use. Okay, not a problem. I got you. Say less.
I'll send it to you, but that's what the message just said.
All right, cool.
All right. Okay. Does anyone? All right. Thank you, Joshua, so much. Thank you, David, so much.
You're most welcome.
Yes, appreciate you. I'm sure we'll be in contact very, very soon. Next time, plan to have about 100 people on this call for you. All right. And then David, just let me know the next steps so I can get everyone this information. Those of you that do want the link, if you just want to hang out on here for a while, I'll get it. And yeah, we'll go from there.
I'm hopping off and dealing with that right now, D.
Okay. All right. We thank you. Appreciate you so much. Those of you that got to get off, go ahead. You can, you can message me anywhere, everywhere. I got you. Wesley, if you want, make sure David told me, make sure I take care of you as well. So I have the link for you. Dan, did Dan hop off already too? Okay. Tawana. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, not then we could just I will pop up in my API Telegram as soon as I get that information if you all want to get on with your evening. But I appreciate you all. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone got any ideas about this? Anyone? There's a couple other things that they did not go over, with the whole Forex part of it with, Coach Max is leading that program there. Let me share it to you. It's a nice, if you want a copy of this presentation here, let me know in the chat. I can send this over to you too. So you have this information. As you guys can see, there's the legal team there. Leave with the trading. It's loading here, but that's, you can see Courtney in the background here. I believe, that looks like Crypto Queen right there, right? Okay, you see crypto training here, crypto trading as well. You want to learn some information there. Live trading. This is great for you here, live trading. Those of you that want to get in those markets, I love Coach Max. Like David said, I mean, that's pretty much the only person I really, respect in these markets outside of Q Banks too. But yeah, Coach Max and Ryan there, they're the GOATs. You got live trading sessions. You guys just got a chance to meet Joshua. He's a certified crypto trader, pretty versed in this, markets as well. So it can only help you, especially, your King Kong matrix along with your build there, your crypto wallets and things like that. And then you can see the app is going to be the back, the hub. It's going to be state of the art. As you can see, they did spend a great deal of money into this program. Right, SmartFi here. Basically, you'll be able to get collateralized crypto loans available in different countries. You can buy crypto with your bank account directly from your back office. You'll be able to convert crypto to your fiat account as well. You'll have those sources as well. Okay. And then here is the state-of-the-art mobile app. All right. They say they have like some features like Tinder or something features where you can like swipe left, swipe right. So super excited to hear more about that and see more details. All right. And then the BFX, that's the app teaser, the product lineup. It goes through everything. You pretty much get RFX Real. That's the Forex Academy. You get crypto education, currency education platform. Get access to the app, Swiss crypto wallet here, CoinZoom, right? That's the coin exchange. SmartFi is a crypto leverage and lending. And then you also be able to monitor and control all your crypto and Forex trades from your phone and back office, right? And so interesting to see that, especially with things going on with MetaTrader 4 right now. And then you'll have the license to buy and sell BFX algorithmic trading program. That's what David's we're super excited about here. All right. It's $150 to have access, $60 a month. All right. You refer 3 people, it's free. Make sure it's important to read through here, the rewards program. So you can see too, customers who prove to be associate. I'll get more into those details. Get it for $75. But again, you refer 3, like a lot of programs that we've been in the past, then it's free. All right. You can get into this a little bit more. Just got this information, so I'm gonna study it some more so I can, be more versed in it. But it breaks down the compensation plan here for you. You can see your enrollment bonus pretty much on those first 3. You're getting $40 back for each one of them. On your first sale, you'll get an additional $15 on all your personally sponsored people. Okay. And whoever comes into your organization, you'll get $15 off of them as well. And then you can see how it starts to the ternary overrides on 3 lanes. So there's 3 different legs here. Again, going to study it more and get more versed there. Hold on one second. Okay, that was David. He's working on getting that link over. But pretty much here, I'm gonna study this chart as well, to break it down. I know individuals probably like Wesley, he can probably break it down real quick and get a quick understanding. But you can see, you make commissions off of your sales, things of that nature, right? The start to, we'll go into, weekly, monthly rewards. As you can see, we're looking at about, refer 3, you got 3 members, right? Your membership is free. The next thing is you refer 3, you got 10 members in your team. You're getting $43.75 weekly, $175 a month. You refer 3, you got 25 team members, and you can see the different legs, 10, 10, 5. You're getting a passive income, $175 a month, $106 a week, right? Here, and it just starts to go up, right? And, it's depending on, again, you look at this today, we're in pre-launch, figure out if you're, are that builder and you want to share it and you see this and you want to hit these numbers, then they're doable, right? I met David because he was doing numbers, I believe, like this. Yeah, he was making 100K a month in 2 of the programs, right? And so it is doable. I met him, now that I know him, he's just a regular, ordinary person, just like us. We walk on the same soil. We could do what he does too. We just got to get up, work at it, push it, and build, right? We're no different. Okay. So just, check this out for those builders there, get that compensation plan there, see those numbers, see how those numbers work for you, see how those numbers work for you and your family, right? And then this is where it goes into detail about the trading here. There's a Forex. They have a Forex algorithm. We're a little bit more interested in the crypto algorithm as a program. I didn't catch David's message, but if you are in BFX, you will get access to one of our own indicators, Forex indicators, which is Pip Juice. All right. But you'll also have that access here. And then here's the packages. They went over it. I know David went through this and Joshua. Now, these are to upgrade to the algorithm packages. So again, for $300 every quarter, you'll get access to the crypto algorithm. You pay $1,000 for the year, you'll get access to the crypto algorithm. This one here, 2,500 is an all access pass. That's kind of like for individuals that are international, because that Forex bot is really for them, because there's some legality things for us US citizens with the Forex bot, all right? And then you can just go into get paid daily. If somebody gets the annual pass right then and then, you'll get that $200. You get the all access pass, you get $500, and so, gain, generation 1, all direct sales, 20%, generation 2, all indirect sales are 5%. Then you can see the different rankings. Yes, it's a multi-level marketing company where you share the idea. And here's the thing, I don't know why people get all jacked up about it. Multi-level marketing companies are just companies that uses the field to market versus companies that put all the marketing dollars into commercials. They use us to share it, right? There's a solid product and service as is right here, then you have nothing to worry about, right? So check this out. I'll check out the chat. I did see a couple people ask for the presentation here, all right? And so I'll get that to you. I do have all your names down that want links, all right? And I do have your emails. And yes, I will email you, Wesley, yes. And so I will email you all this comp plan, all right? And I will also, as soon as I get my link, I'm in, but I'm waiting for David to do whatever, I will forward it over to you all as well, okay? Does anyone have any questions? I know we've been on here for about an hour, 15 minutes. Just gonna substitute this for our crypto night. Okay, cool. Well, thank you all. If you have anyone that you would like to share, we're going to have another presentation tomorrow. We'll set up a new link. You can share it with them and we'll go for there. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you all. If you are in KKM, make sure you check out that gelada and that mandra alert. We did some retracements, great entries to go back up. I know everyone's going crazy getting those NFTs last night. So make sure you get those NFTs, a chance to win $5,000, all right? And so thank you all. Appreciate it. I have all your emails from the webinar registration. So I will shoot you this information. And then I will shoot you an email as soon as I have the link. And for those of you that are ready, you can respond back and we'll get you going from there. All right. Everyone have a blessed evening. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Take care. All right. Dr. Uble.